Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And boy, oh boy, we have another interesting episode for you guys that I'm sure a good amount of you are going to enjoy. So let me just go ahead and get into this episode here. Now, as y'all know, Giannis is one of my favorite players in the entire NBA because I just think that he's one of the most unique players we currently have in the league. And I don't have many favorite players in the NBA to be quite honest. It's a very, very short list. You know, there's some fans, you know, they like one guy. Some people like a lot of, NBA players. Some people just love, to see. I mean, to me, I'm just one of those guys. Once I like one, two, or three guys, those are the guys that I'm sticking with. Those are the guys, that I support. The reason why I like Giannis is this. It has less to do about his basketball game, but more to do with his approach to his work. That is something that I truly, truly admire about this guy. Giannis is all about putting in the work every single day to get better year in and year out. Think about it. This guy got into the NBA and he's added about 50 pounds of muscle on his body. If you look at Giannis and you look at his build, Giannis looks like one of these guys that, has difficulty putting on weight, right? Some people can put on weight very easily, right? Whereas other people, it's very hard for them to put on weight and they have to work extremely hard. Giannis looks like the latter. And he looks like, and essentially what Giannis did was over the course of his career, he put on 50. If for you to do that, it takes a tremendous amount of, discipline and dedication. That's the first thing. But also, if you look at his career trajectory, go look at his numbers. This guy has gotten better every single year to the point now where a lot of his peers, if you listen to guys on TV like Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade, these guys are always giving Giannis credit. They're like, yo, this guy comes back every single year and he's adding something new to his basketball game. So to me, I love his approach to his work because he looks like a guy that is transfixed on getting better every single day. He doesn't seem like a player that is more concerned with looking successful rather than actually being successful. There are a lot of guys, if you look at them, they're very successful. They look very successful and all these different things, but in reality, they're really not. Giannis is really about the results, right? He's not about peacocking and all of these different things. And to me, that's something that I love about him. And I think he's one of the hardest workers in the NBA. And I think it's something that a lot of NBA fans love about this guy. So I was recently listening to, I guess you could say an exit interview, but it's not an exit interview because, the Bucks are going into the playoffs. But I'll listen to the most recent interview from Giannis, and it's actually on the Milwaukee Bucks YouTube page. So if you guys want to listen to the full thing, you can go out there and hunt it down. And he was listening to it. As I was listening to it, he said something that really resonated with me. So before I go too far, I want to quickly play some of his comments. It's not a lot. And then we're going to come back here and react to it. So take a listen to some of the things that Giannis had to say here.
And then last one for me, just when you compare this stretch of like getting ready for the playoffs, getting ready and such, like how does it compare to last year? Like just your feeling, and like, do you feel, more and less anxiety? Do you feel like any less pressure? Like how would you compare this feeling now compared to last year?
No, I think obviously, like a lot of people think that once you win a championship and you succeed in life, like, there's no pressure. I don't really agree. Like, obviously, not trying to focus in the pressure as much. I just try to focus in enjoy the game. But at the end of the day, your mind always gonna find something to replace that. Like almost like, okay, you won one time. Now you're like your mind wants to like win a second time or a third time and do so it's almost like you let go of the past and you think about what's next. So when you think about what's next, it's always like if you care about the game and you care about winning and you care about, helping your team be one of the best, it's always going to find something, a new motivation, new goal that is going to be in front of you. So it's pretty much the same. I've been a part of, I think this is my 7th playoff, about to go now. We have 2 more games. We keep jumping in the future. In 2 more games, this is going to be my 7th time playing the playoffs, and it's the same team. Go out there, enjoy the game, compete, and try to win games as much as possible, and put yourselves in a position to win. There's nothing, it doesn't really change,
Now, here is why I believe what Giannis said was very powerful. Here's the reason why. What I believe Giannis just did was give us a glimpse into the mind of a high achiever. People that are transfixed on being successful and getting getting better every single day. I think Giannis just gave us, a behind the curtains look at how these guys think. In my opinion, and Marco, who's the co-founder of this channel, we discuss this a lot. I think that there's stages in life, right? I think once you get past the stage of, trying to survive on a day-to-day basis, like, what am I going to eat today? Can I pay my rent? All of it. Once you get past that stage, right? And you've kind of conquered that part of life. The next thing then becomes, the next stage becomes, if you're, if you're concerned about getting better every day, the next thing becomes, how do I improve every single day, every single year, right? And let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. For example, us here, we're running a media company. We don't approach it as a YouTube channel because we do other things that are outside of YouTube. So it's not a YouTube channel. It's a media platform. And the way we approach our work is essentially this: we want to get better every single month, every single video, every single year. And Marco, to talk about him for a second, is obsessed. Literally obsessed with making sure that whether it's our content or a product that we're releasing, making sure that it is as high quality as possible. This entire studio setup that you guys are looking at, Marco chose every single thing. He wasn't just concerned with, okay, get a better mic or get a better camera. No, he's like, we need to get the best light. We need to get the best background. Everything has to be perfect. Not perfect in the sense like, okay, I have perfect. No, but it has to be top. We need to ensure that we're putting the best product out there. So whenever people come to our channel every single day, these people will look at us and say, okay, you know what? These guys take what they do seriously. It's not a joke. They're not up there playing. They're not up there just doing it. Oh, let me just find a way to get some money. No, they're concerned about their image and their brand. And we need to try to portray that we're serious about what we do every single day. It entails reading, listening, reading a lot, listen to videos, self-tutorial videos, so many different things, right? You don't just look at it and say, oh, well, these guys, no, it's not by chance, right? We spent literally countless hours trying to get better, reading books on how to write copy, so many different things, right? And I think that that's what Giannis is talking about. Giannis is like, listen, yes, you just achieve a championship. It's fantastic, but you don't rest on your laurels. You actually now, put a fire under your what, and try to go out there and top yourself every single time, right? You try to get better not just like, okay, I just achieved that and you start feeling good. I think a lot of times what happens is we spend a lot of time looking in the past, kind of like, in awe of our previous accomplishment. Wow, I did that. Wow, I just made this much money. Wow, I was able to do this, instead of thinking about the next thing, right? And Giannis brought up another point, which is, once you start to achieve success, it actually brings you more pressure. And I'll give you an example of what he's talking about. I'll relate it back to us. Every single month, regardless of the amount of views we get, we're always trying to get a little bit better. I don't care if we get better by 1.5%. As long as we get better, the thing that irks me, Marco can tell you, the thing that irks me the most is when 1 month you achieve X and in the very next month you achieve the exact same. That pisses me off. I want to get better at least a little bit. So I can say, okay, you know what? I'm improving. The last thing I hate the thing I hate to see the most is stagnant, when you're just kind of going along. Even if it's great, I don't care. I don't care how great it is. Are we getting better? Now, sometimes some things are out of your control. And that's why every single time we put in the most work that we can, every single month's work, 6 days a week, 2 to 3 videos a day, that we know at the end of the month, we did our very, very best. And once I know I've done that, I can live with myself. But I'll still be bothered if I don't get better every single month. It still bothers me. And that's what I believe Giannis is talking about. And I think that's a mentality that I think a lot of you guys should try to adopt, especially for the younger kids, because a decent amount of our viewers are between the ages of 18, let's say 24. So if you guys are watching this, I think it's also something you should try to adopt into your thinking. right? Try to incorporate it into the way you think. Don't be, don't get full of yourself when you achieve some success. Don't think you've arrived. Feel like as if you're always on the hunt. Don't feel like as if don't ever get complacent. Try to get better every single day. If you go to the gym, if you're lifting, 100 pounds, try to lift 102. Some people laugh, you only lifted 2 more pounds. At least you got a little bit better, right? If you go to the gym, try to get a little bit better. If you're going to go for a run, try to improve your time or try to run a little bit longer. If you're, even with me, I watch every single video that we do. Every single video we produce, I watch it to see, okay, where could I get better? How could I have said this better? What topic did we come up with? Could it be more interesting? Would it make me... Always look for ways to get better. And once you have that type of thing going for yourself, it will keep pressure under you because you won't get complacent and you won't feel relaxed. Okay, I just accomplished this. Oh, I figured it out. Life is set. No, it's all about getting better. And I think that's what Giannis is talking about. And I think it was a powerful message, and I feel like it was important that I shared it with you guys today. So whoever likes it is going to like. Whoever doesn't, that's totally fine as well. But these are my thoughts and opinions. So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about the comments Giannis Antetokounmpo had to make? And do you think he's a good example for younger kids looking up to athletes coming up? Do you think that Giannis is a good example? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll definitely catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.